Hi, I'm Phil and welcome to Phil's English class. In this class, we'll be talking about used to, be used to, so that's I am used to, or I am used to, or you are used to, that's be, and get used to, get used to. So, used to is a very common expression. People use it all the time. And I'll show you some examples to show you where you can use it. So the first example is talking about things you did in the past, but you don't do it now. So if you're talking about used to with the past, it means it's different now. Let's take a look at the first example. I used to hate vegetables, but now I love them. I used to hate vegetables, but now I love them. So a lot of people say this. When you're a child, you hate vegetables, but it's different now because your taste changes. So people say, I used to hate vegetables, used to. So that means it's different now. When it's used to, it's the infinitive here. So hate is the infinitive. I used to hate vegetables when I was young, but now I love them. If I didn't say, but now I love them, and I just said, I used to hate vegetables, you know it's different now because I said used to. I continue this sentence and say, but now I love them. So it's just very strong, okay? Let's take a look at another example. I used to play tennis. So with this one, the sentence is finished because it's not necessary to say, but now I don't, because it's redundant. You understand I don't now because I'm saying used to. I used to play tennis. Do I play tennis now? No, I used to. Okay? The next one is would. You can say would instead of used to, but you need to use a time expression. So let's take a look at the example. We would ride our bikes every day. Ride is the same as cycles. Cycle your bike. Yeah. We would ride our bikes every day. So that's somebody remembering when they were a child. Oh, we would ride our bikes every day, But now kids are on their phones. When I was young, we would ride our bikes every day. The next one, be used to. Be used to is when you are familiar with something and it is maybe a little bit normal for you. So the first example, I'm not used to the weather here. So students arrive in Ireland and it rains a lot and they have a problem with the weather. Why do they have a problem with the weather? Because they are not used to it. They are not used to the weather here. If I am in a very hot country, I am not used to it. I'm there and I'm not used to hot weather. So it's a little bit difficult for me. I'm not used to it. So I'm not used to, and then you can put noun, a noun. A noun is a thing. So I'm not used to the weather here. Or I can use a verb with the gerund. The gerund is ing. I'm used to living in the countryside. I'm used to living in the countryside. So the city and the opposite is the countryside. City and the countryside. So when I say this, somebody says, oh, I only have lived in a city. And I say, oh no, not me. I grew up in the countryside. I'm used to living in the countryside. It's not a problem for me because I'm used to it. Sometimes people make a joke, maybe a married couple, and the husband maybe says a bad joke, and then the wife says, oh, I'm used to it. As in, she understands the husband makes bad jokes all the time. Okay, the next one. Get used to. Get you used to, you're talking about becoming familiar with something. So the first example, don't worry, you'll get used to it. So you're in a job and the hours are different. And you say, oh, it's very difficult. I working at nights, it's very difficult. And your friend says, don't worry, you'll get used to it. Are you used to it now? No. But in the future, you will be. You will get used to it. So when you're in a country and you say, I'm not used to the weather here. And somebody else says, don't worry, you'll get used to it. Just with time, you'll get used to it. It's the same with English language. Students have a problem listening. But if you listen to more and more English, you will get used to it. Okay, you will get used to it. And you need to get used to it. The next example, you need to get used to it. You need to get used to it. So this example is, I wrote this example for at work. Maybe you say, oh, waking up early is very difficult. And your boss says, you need to get used to it. That's your problem, not my problem, okay? But you can say it for anything. You need to get used to it. You're in university, you need to study a lot. It's different, but you need to get used to it. So that's my class on used to, be used to, and get used to. I hope it's been helpful. If it's been helpful, please click like. There's also a subscribe button in the corner. That's my video. Thanks for watching.